Section 181 of the Corporations Act 2001 codifies an earlier common law principle that a director or other officer of a corporation must exercise their powers and discharge their duties in good faith in the best interests of the corporation and for a proper purpose. This case provides an application of this statutory provision. The facts are an absolute mess, but happily a detailed understanding of them is not necessary. All you really need to know is that there was a family business and several family homes all held under a family trust, which was fine until the marriage of the principal parties fell apart. Then suddenly there were ex-partners who were also beneficiaries under the family trust and family members who were sometimes family members and sometimes directors of the trustee company trying to pick their way through their various duties and responsibilities. One of the directors of the family trust company, Pradeep Tiwari, had only just finished high school and turned 18. Imagine that, 3 months ago you were worrying about what to wear to the school formal, and now suddenly you're the director of a trustee company holding in trust property which your mother and ex-stepfather are fighting over. Yikes. Tiwari was persuaded to apply some of the trust's funds and also for the trust to apply for a mortgage to purchase a house for his mother to live in. But this meant preferring her interests to those of the other beneficiary, the former stepfather. As a son, his actions were perfectly understandable, but as a director and trustee, he failed in his duty. Justice Robson said, "The basic common law duty of a director is that he or she must act bona fide in what he or she believes is the best interests of the company as a whole." The real purpose motivating Mr. Tiwari's actions was to assist his mother to buy a home. I do not accept that Mr. Tiwari had any regard to the interests of the company as a trustee where the true beneficiaries of the assets it held was in doubt and had not yet been resolved. From this case we learn that a director must make their genuine best efforts to make the decisions which are in the best interests of the company, and they cannot be swayed by the interests of anyone else, not even their mum.